Hi, welcome to YOH Crochet. My name is Anita. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending a few minutes of your, what is today? Monday. A few minutes of your Monday with me. Well, it's Monday right now, but I don't know if it's Monday evening. I don't know if I will have this up tonight or tomorrow. Um, I already filmed a video once today. I did the 25 days of Christmas swap for day number 18. And I was going to record another video and then I decided not to, and now I am waiting for dinner to be done. I was going to heat up some leftover sloppy joes, but my sister-in-law is making tacos and she said I could have some, so I'm waiting for her to finish dinner. And I already put my PJs on because I thought I wasn't going to record. I was in Zoom earlier and then I left to go eat dinner, and I figured I don't want to go back in Zoom and then in like 10 minutes dinner's done and then I leave, I gotta leave again. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just kill some time and record the video that I was going to record before. So today's video is a finished object video. I actually don't have any whips to show, so it's just FOs. I logged all the Ami points for the last 3 months into my computer. I just have to actually total them up and then put the names in the correct order and do that. And I don't know, maybe I should just wait till December is over and do everything all at once. I'm undecided. If you guys really want the points, I will try to get them up before December, or if you just want me to wait, that's fine too. Just let me know what you want. So finished objects. I have to actually get up and go get them. Miko, yes, I'm going. I didn't know if I resumed or not. Miko insists on laying by my feet at the bottom of my tripod, and I'm so worried I am going to step on him one of these times. So we'll go with what I'm wearing first. So y'all know Laura from Miami's Crochet and Farming, right? Well, she does the Bod Hatapalooza, and she has people, if they want to, tell her a number, and then their name goes in a hat with the number they picked. And she drew my name this week, so I picked number 41. That is not the tutorial number. That is her. Each hat tutorial she has a number assigned to, so that is her number for it. It is not the tutorial number. I think it was something out the door or something like that. Beanie. So this is, let me lean closer so you can see. This is Crystal from Bag of Days hat pattern. And so there are front posts and back posts, and single crochet, puffs, single crochet, front and back posts, and then it just repeats. And this is worked from the bottom up. I like bottom up hats because I can modify the chain and I can see how it's going to fit, because I really want my hats around the head, the brim, the bottom part. I like them to fit snug. That's just how I am, like really snug, especially since, the crochet stretches out with time. And I've even tried washing them after they stretch out to get them to shrink up a little bit, and it's never the same as the fit when I first make them. It's nice and snug. So I am a tight crocheter. However, being that I like my hats to fit snugly, I used a smaller hook size than what she used. I think she used a 6.5 maybe, and I used a 6.0. And her starting chain was 60, and like I said, I took the starting chain and I put it around my head, and it was going to be too loose for my liking, so I knocked 4 chains off and I did a starting chain of 56. And she did not tell you multiples, but I assume since it was alternating front and back that any multiple of 2 would work. Yeah. Well, it was 60 plus 1 for the turning chain, so I did 56 plus 7 for the turning chain. So my final stitch count was 56. So I assumed even numbers would work, and I was correct. So the even number did work, and Loops and Threads Charisma in the color Holiday. So I really like the muted reds, the muted greens, the cream, the muted, well, I guess it's not really red, more like muted burgundy. So, and it fits good. And I do, like I said, I do like the bottom up hats, but I don't really like the rectangle ones. I don't like cinching up the top. That's just me, because it always gets that weird misshapen, excuse my hair, lump on the top, and I just don't really care for it. I would rather just do a hat bottom up in the round, not flat rectangles. But this is a cute hat. I do like the puffs and the posts. I like the texture. It probably would have looked better in a solid color, or maybe an ombre type yarn, a less busy yarn. You could probably see the stitches and the texture better in a solid color, but this called for bulky. I don't really have much on hand for bulky, and actually this yarn came from Jan, the Alaskan crafter. There was a raffle or an auction or something, and I think it was an auction, and I bid on a box of yarn, and Jan was giving the box of yarn, and I won it. And I think in that very same auction, she won something from me as well, so that was kind of cool. Okay, so enough about the Bod Hatapalooza. I'm just going to wear this for the rest of the video because it's cozy and it's kind of chilly. Okay, so as I mentioned in a prior video, I had a goal to do 40 mini stockings, and I am going to take them to the assisted living place that my sister-in-law works at. Maybe Christmas Eve, maybe like, depending on my schedule and her schedule, maybe the day before. Sometime next week. We'll just leave it at that. Sometime next week, or this coming week. Yeah, today's already the 18th. So sometime this coming week, because I think Christmas Eve is Saturday. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take them. I'm going to find I have to go shopping and find a little something to put inside all of them. And I'm going to give them all to the residents. And I have to call there, and if they will let me bring Miko to visit, I'm going to bring Miko to visit too. And who doesn't like cute dogs? So maybe that'll put a smile on their face. So I made 40 of them. They are all different colors. So here is just a couple of them. And the pattern is by Sewrella, or Sewrella, Sewrella. It is a free pattern on her blog, and I will link that in the description box down below, as well as link the tutorial for this hat by Crystal. So, mini stockings, Bod Hatapalooza, and Multivalence. I finished the Multivalence. So instead of making a separate video that is only going to be 2 to 3 minutes long for Multivalence, I'm going to include it in here. And let me just hold this up so you can see the edging. So that is what the edging looks like. And it is white. The border is white. And here is this bad boy. And I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with this, because it's not really big enough for me to cover up with. I thought about hanging it on the wall, and other people suggested the same thing, but my walls in my bedroom are plaster, so I can't like put thumbtacks in the wall. It won't work. I don't know yet. I have a black curtain in my window. I thought about like pinning it to the window, to the curtain. But then I'm having second thoughts on that too, because I'm worried the sunlight coming in will discolor the yarn and it won't be as bright and pretty being in the window. So I am undecided. Maybe I can figure out a way to get it on my wall. I am not sure. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And that's that. Multivalence. I will put a picture at the end of the video. I took a picture of it spread out on my bed, so I will insert that picture. This is backwards. You can't see the puffs. I will put a picture at the end of the video of this all spread out in its full glory, so you can see. I'm really happy with that turned out. I love it. It's super pretty. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't want to give, I don't want to get rid of it. I want to keep it because it's pretty, but like I said, I don't know what to do with it. Okay, my other thing fell on the floor, so let me grab it. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to remember who I all mentioned in this video. I know I mentioned Jan. I feel like I mentioned somebody else. Obviously, I mentioned Crystal. But anyway, my next thing, look at, you can see how bright, there's bright pink in it. My next thing, okay, so this is an amigurumi, and it is a pattern by Creative Chaos Arts, who is the spotlight designer for hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2023 for the month of December. And I made the video. I had revealed the spotlight designer, and I was taking everyone through her Ravelry and Etsy and everything, and showing people the patterns. And this one came up, and I just made a comment how this particular pattern has been in my wish list for a very long time now, and it's a perfect time to grab it and make it. And a few days later, I had an email from Judy at Witch Piece Crafts, and she had gifted me this pattern, and she said, you know, just a little end of the year thank you, thanks for your work with amigurumis, and that she really learned a lot from making she learned a lot about making amigurumis because of Amigurumi Wars. So that was incredibly sweet, and I wanted to make sure that I got this doll done by the end of December for this Amigurumi Wars for this month, since Judy was so generous and so kind, and she gifted this to me. Judy is just, she's wonderful. She's always so supportive of everybody else, and she tries to join in everyone's make-alongs that they do, and I really appreciate you, Judy. Thank you so much. So are you ready to see? So this is, I think it was the creepy cat lady or the crazy cat lady. I don't remember the name of the pattern, but you can't see her ears very well because she does have cat ears because the hair is hiding them, and she has a little hat and a bow tie, and this was very, very time consuming. The hair took forever. The skirt, you started out, and the very first row, you're changing colors every single stitch. You're alternating between black and white, and then the same with the decreases or the increases. It's white, and then you change to black, white, and then you change to black. There is this bow tie, you can see, and this little petticoat. That was, the yarn was joined to the top of the skirt, and that was crocheted on. There's like a little lapel. That was surface crochet chain stitches all the way around her neck. There is a collar, which you can't see because it is hidden by her hair, but you can see there, you can see that. The cuffs on both parts of her sleeves, her dress, and then her sleeve, that you had to attach the yarn and crochet around that. The arms, you actually just, and the legs, you actually just wrapped. The legs were white, and then you wrapped the black yarn around. But I did come in back and kind of stitch it in to prevent them from moving around a little bit. Yes, super, super cute. The picture on the pattern, the eyes are a little bit further apart, so there's more white space between the scar on her face and her eyebrows. There's more of a white empty space, but that is okay. The pattern itself, I don't know if you remember me talking about the Jack Skellington Santa hat. It was by the same designer. That pattern, it was not cool. It was a mess. But this pattern, I didn't really have any issues with. There were a few mistakes, but they're easy to figure out. I think one had the wrong stitch count, or it was missing a stitch in the written out part. But if you do amigurumi and you do your typical increase in the round, it's easy to figure out, oh, that's not right, it's a typo, or she missed a number or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Easy, easy, easy to figure out. Um, the bow tie is just a rectangle. There was a mistake on that. No, not the bow tie. Well, yeah, the bow tie. She had the wrong stitch count. She had you chain a certain amount and then chain one and turn. And then in the second stitch from the hook, you're supposed to crochet. I can't remember. So say it was 10 and chain one, and then single crochet in the second chain from the hook all the way down. Well, she had like 9. But I mean, if you're chaining 10 and then, or you're doing 10 and then chaining an extra for the turning chain, and you go in the second crochet, second chain from the hook, that's 10, that's not 9. So, you know, that's easy to figure out. And then the inner ears, it starts with 2 chains and then an increase in the second chain from the hook, chain, turn, and then she had a single crochet, increase, single crochet. Well, there's only 2 stitches to work with, so that wasn't right. So I've done, you know, this shape before, the triangle shape, so I'm like, okay, it's probably supposed to be 2 increases, and then the next row a single crochet, increase, increase, single crochet, or whatever. I don't, maybe single crochet, increase, single crochet. Anyway, but you know, minor mistakes, easy to figure out. Nothing like that hat. I couldn't. I frogged the hat. I'm not even going to try to redo it. Maybe I'll look for a different pattern for a Santa hat and then just take her idea and make this part on the forehead white and then stripe black and white the rest of it based on somebody else's pattern and put the jack face on. Just, you know, try to figure it out on my own without her pattern at all. Well, not really on my own. I'll be following the base pattern of somebody else's, but you know what I mean. So anyway, she's super cute. I love her bright pink and black hair, and the one in the pattern, she had bright green hair and black. And oh, one thing, when you did the top of the hat, you're supposed to alternate colors every round, and I did not see that. I didn't see that line that said that, and so I just crocheted it all in black. But then I realized it was supposed to be like a white spiral in there, so I just followed the spiral around and just stitched on the spiral. Yeah, and look at the cool eyes, my cool cat eyes, dragon eyes, whatever you want to call them. She used buttons for her eyes. I did not really have any buttons on hand, so I used these safety eyes, and then I kind of embroidered a little bit of black around. Yeah. Oh, when I brushed out the hair, you can kind of see the wire brush kind of caught on her arms a little bit and fuzzed up some of this white. And I think there's a couple of other spots for the brush. So just, if you make this, just be careful when you're brushing her hair not to let the brush on any of the other yarn. The ears, they were put on after the hair, so it was kind of a pain in the butt to put the ears on. I don't have them as secure as I normally would have, because all this is in the way. You can't really see the stitches where you're going in with your yarn needle, but I'm really happy with how she turned out. I mean, I think she's cute, and I love the pink and black. I love it. Cute. I should have put more streaks of black in, like in the back, especially that spot's kind of bare black. But overall, I like her. So thank you again, Judy. Thank you so much for this pattern. You did not have to do that, and that was so incredibly sweet of you. And oh, one other thing I want to tell you guys. I forgot. I meant to mention this before when I showed how far I was on my Miko hat, but I was talking with someone in Zoom. I think it was Joanne, and I don't know, the topic of the Miko yarn came up, and somebody had asked the company that I got it done at, and I told them, and I was telling them that they have other things that I really wanted, a bracelet, because they'll spin the yarn. and spin the fur into yarn, and then they'll make these little bracelets out of your fur baby's yarn. And I thought the bracelets looked really cool, and I went to the website because I was going to show her a picture of the bracelet, and excuse my language, I don't mean to be crass, but I almost crapped my pants, because on the, well, they have a section where they have photos of the pets and then photos of the yarn that came from the pets, but that's like a different section in the drop down menu. I typed in their website, and on the home page, the main page, there's my dog. Miko's picture is on the main page of 9livestwine.com. And so it's his picture and then a picture of his yarn. And I thought that was super cool. I didn't know he was, I thought maybe he might be like in the section where they're showing the samples, you know, the photos of the pets and the photos of the yarn for examples of what the different yarns would look like. I wasn't expecting him to be on the front page. So that's really cool. So if you want to see, just go check out 9livestwine.com and you will see Miko on the front page. So I thought that was kind of cool. But that's all I've got for you today. And thank you so much for stopping in. And this hat is kind of rides up and then it's all poofy up top. Keep pulling it down. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you check out the 25 days of Christmas swap tomorrow or today, whatever. I don't know if I get this video up before the 25 days of Christmas video tomorrow. I don't know which is going to be up first, but anyway, make sure you check it out. I think I think there's something kind of cool for tomorrow, but we'll see. All right, take care. Bye. Take care. I was going to say something about Christmas, and I hope you guys are getting your preparations taken care of, and you're winding down, and you can have some time to relax. But yeah, I guess I just said that. I guess I said what I was going to say. I don't know. I'm going to go now because I'm babbling. All right. Love you guys. Bye.